welcome.
Hello.
Hello. This is my favorite mortgage podcast.
So it's mine too.
Thank you. My name is Jaimie Booth. I'm a licensed loan officer here in Arizona, and today we have a special guest with us. We have Yvonne O'Neill here with us.
Hi.
First time listener, second time guest.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you listened to our first podcast.
I had to. It was hilarious. It makes me laugh every time.
You were pretty
I've actually
funny.
listened a few times, I'm not going to lie. And I'm starting to share it with people. They're like, oh, I didn't know you had a podcast. I'm like, I don't. My friend does. Listen to our episode.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. We were talking about how dehydrated you were when you were buying a car.
We talked about a lot of weird things. Yes.
So thank you for coming on again.
You're welcome.
In fact, she actually asked, I had so much fun doing the podcast. When can we do it again?
I did.
And I'm like, okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
It was a lot of fun. I'm happy to be back.
Well, thank you. This is my favorite mortgage podcast. We do like to talk about real estate stuff. We do like to give an inside scoop of what it takes to get a buyer to a closing table and the seller for your point of view too.
Yes.
A lender isn't really going to do a whole lot with the seller. Or
it's more about the buyer.
Yep.
From your perspective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we have a buyer, a lot of times they need a mortgage. So we like to talk
the majority
about
of the time, unless they happen to just have enough cash. Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't that be nice? Unless
That'd just be so nice.
Okay. Well, last time you were here, we did trivia.
I remember that. I remember being like, I have no idea.
So instead of really just shooting our confidence down, we've eliminated the trivia.
Good. I'm happy.
So
just eliminate it when I'm here. That's all I ask.
So we have a few things that we've been experimenting with, and I've got a few games.
Okay.
Okay.
I see this face.
No. Don't be scared. I don't
I'm not
bite.
scared, but you're just like.
Okay. So the first one is would you rather?
Okay. Okay.
You know that game.
I do. I have a couple questions for you too on that one.
Okay. Well, then let's go for it.
Okay.
Would you rather live in a house made entirely of chocolate or a house made entirely of glass?
Those are both so uncomfortable.
So in my mind, we're in Tucson, and if you had a chocolate house,
I would probably go
melt.
with glass. I would go glass.
Yeah. So that means all your showers, all
The walls.
all your fun time.
Is this a private location? What a rough question. Okay.
Okay. Next one. Would you rather live in a world without music or without books?
Books.
Books.
Yeah, I gotta have my music.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had music on when I got here. We were just
I always
jamming
have
out.
music on.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Books. I mean, that'd be sad, but
yeah.
that's fine.
What's the last book or are you reading something right now, or what was the last book you just finished?
It's been a while. I was reading Girl Wash Your Face.
Oh, what is
I forget who the author is. Don't quote me on that.
Girl Wash Your Face is about what?
It's about just kind of getting your life together as a woman and pursuing your goals. And it was a while ago that I read it, so it's been a bit. I don't
Is
know
that
I
Wash
actually
Your
finished the whole thing?
Guilty.
It's still on my coffee table. I see it every night. I'm like, I should probably finish that.
I gotta say, I have this one book that I have been trying to finish for
It's-
about
yeah.
5 years.
You like pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't. It's a good book. The Goldfinch.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's just so long, and it's been 5 years.
Does it put you to sleep when you open it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And then they made a movie, so I watched the movie without finishing the
well,
book.
Then you're fine.
So I'm like, it's
Is
pretty.
The book and the movie end the same? That's all that matters.
Right. So,
Okay, I have two questions. Okay. Would you rather be able to control the weather or have the ability to communicate with animals?
Animals.
Right.
I would love to know what
Wouldn't it-
Jack thinks.
I want to know what Ozzy thinks.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not alone, but of course, you make up this voice for your dog,
Your voice is epic, let's just be
right?
honest.
And I always like, okay, Dad, okay, I'm going to go outside. And I have this voice for my dog because that's what I think he's saying.
What if he's so offended by
What if he has like a British accent or something? Australian, and he's like...
I look at Duke and I just wonder, because he'll just like look over at me.
And now it reminds me of the song, What is Going On in Their Head?
It's for real.
So yeah, that's a great
I would
question.
pick the animals too.
Yeah, I could care less about the weather when we were indoors all the time.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Would you rather have the ability to read minds or the power to see the future?
Oh, okay. So we had something similar, and I would rather see the future.
Really?
Because I think it's so creepy if I were to be reading someone's mind and they would be like a serial killer or something.
I would go the opposite.
Really?
I don't want to know what happens in the future. I want to know what people are thinking.
No, because if I know what's going to happen in the future, I'm like, okay, I only have this amount of time. I am going to just take back all my bad habits that I broke.
That's actually not
I'm
bad.
going to enjoy
That's a
it.
good point. Okay. No,
So,
I still want to know what people think.
drinking, all that fun stuff. I would just be like free for all.
It's like that movie, What Women Want.
Yes.
Did you watch that? And he's just like,
No,
he's so confused. He's like, why do I hear all these thoughts? That was funny.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
question.
I liked yours too.
Okay. So I know we like to talk about real estate, and I had this idea.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think one of the ways that we really connected and became friends was through our fascination and our love with TikTok.
Yeah.
Right?
It had a play in there.
It had a big, we used to do them, we just haven't done it in a while. We do TikToks together.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of helped you get to that first goal of 1,000. We've even gone live together.
We did. That was fun.
So I've had a few videos go viral. And if you've ever watched Jimmy Kimmel's Late Show, he does mean tweets.
Oh, yeah.
Where celebrities read their mean tweets. So I have mean comments from some of my TikTok posts.
Yeah. Let's hear them.
That I would
This is
like
a good
to
idea.
share on some things that were actually said either in a comment on one of my videos or even a direct message.
They DM you?
You can DM someone even if you're not friends up to 3 times.
But you get DM mean messages.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's the perks of having all the followers.
Okay. So I made a video about a loan estimate, and I was trying my best to explain discount points. So in a mean tweet on that, I got a horrible explanation in video. Delete. I was explaining that there were points on this loan estimate, and it was 20 points. It was an exuberant amount.
Holy cow.
Yes. And in trying to explain points, 1 point on a mortgage loan estimate equals 1% of the loan amount. So if you're getting a loan for $300,000, 1 point
is 1%.
Is 1%, which is $3,000
for 20.
20 points. I took it to TikTok, and I'm like, can other mortgage officers explain to me how this is possible? Like, how? I don't know. So
that person was like, this is horrible.
So, yes. I was trying to explain the points. He's like, horrible explanation in video.
Is he a loan lender as well?
I don't know. His name was Gus. So, thank you, Gus, at TikTok.
Oh, boy.
The next one I got was 20 points from Slytherin. I thought that one was brilliant.
That one was funny.
That one was brilliant.
I liked that
one. Here's another one. New builders and lenders are modern day scam artists.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
There's some pain behind that comment.
Yes.
That was personal. That was like a jab.
Yes. I got this one that said, you are full, period. The real estate market is going to crash worse than last time. I don't think he finished that first sentence where I was full because I don't know.
I bet he did like word the voice
Oh,
to
the
text.
text,
So he
yeah.
was like, "You're full," and then he went to leave your comment. He was just like,
He's
didn't
like, "You
read
are
it through."
full
Maybe he meant to say you're full of.
of it." I don't know.
You're full of it. You're full
So,
of something.
I just
I
said
would
you
say
are
you're full of knowledge.
I'm full of what? Oatmeal? I don't know. So
Did you write that back?
no,
You're like, what am I
you
full
know
of?
what?
That would have been fun.
Uh,
I'm sorry. That would have been so funny.
I usually don't respond to
I know,
my
but
negative comments.
in that one, after we've talked, you should be like,
I
"What am
will.
full
I'll go
of?"
back. I'll go back because this one was back in like March,
Okay.
so he probably forgot that he even said you were full.
That's
Last
funny.
one I just thought was funny because there was a very common theme on my comments, right? You know, they were confusing me with a realtor and they
Oh.
were kind of, bashing me that I don't, where's my financial degree from? I don't know anything. And so this last one is if you can predict how the market is going in the future, you're high. So
Huh.
yeah.
You're high.
Yeah, it's fun. And what do
It's fun. That was what, like 5 comments? I'm sure you have so many more.
One of them got about 1,700 comments. So
No, I'm saying this is like 5 negative comments.
These are 5 negatives.
And I'm sure you have so many more.
I do have a lot of, and that's what I've really preached about with TikTok is there's really not a lot of mean comments.
Yeah.
There just
I
isn't.
feel like there's more creepy comments, at least on my videos.
Well,
I get the creepy
beautiful.
comments.
You know.
Oh, well, thanks.
No, they wanna either give me
Comes with the territory.
Yes, sorry. You chose to be beautiful, so you're gonna have to deal with, the creepy comments.
That's a would you rather question right there.
Would you rather have creepy comments or would you rather have just nice comments? No, that one's boring too. Forget it. I am not good at making up. I do.
Just cut it at
chat.
That would be would you rather.
I'm
Put it in that one.
No.
Oh man.
Okay. So how have you been? How's real estate been?
I have been good. Real estate this year has been completely different from last year for me, which is perfectly fine. But it's like last year I feel like I hit the ground, and with the way the market was, it was just like I said, a whirlwind. Like
Yeah.
it was all this learning. It was just like constant running. I was constantly exhausted.
Right.
Whereas now things are just a little slower. Like they're still going good, no complaints.
Right.
I just kind of missed last year.
You missed the
I kind of missed the craziness of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, like being all over the place and like having open houses being busy.
Right.
I'm not doing them as often anymore because nobody's coming to them. So it's having to shift my attention and gears into different paths of like how to build my business and how
Different
to continue to
avenues.
get continue to get active clients that really are ready to buy, because everybody's so afraid of the interest rate. I'm noticing that's
Yeah.
all I ever hear is
I
the
know.
interest rate. Like I'm almost tired of talking. I'm almost tired of
Oh.
talking about it. I can't imagine how you feel. I'm just like, it is what it is. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
I think
it's just like it's hard because I feel like they want to debate it. Like I can change it.
like you have control of that.
Yeah. Like,
Same.
oh, well,
same
you
with
hate
me.
it being this. Well, then let's just give you a 3%.
Yeah,
That's
darn
fine.
it.
So
Right. If only we did have that control, but I've sort of just kind of given up on the explanation too, because
Yeah.
it's reality. It just is what it is. Do you want a house or not?
well, and I say, well, at least it's not 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
and they
mean,
always
that's
have a
just-
rebuttal for that too. Well,
No, and
houses
it's
were
true.
80,000. And
Oh.
it's true, but when push comes to shove, I made a video on this. This is a time to buy when everyone else is scared.
Your video was really good though, because it made a great point. We're already starting to see multiple offers on properties, especially like in the lower price range, which is where a lot of buyers are,
First time home buyers.
especially. And since as a buyer's agent, I do listings. I help sell homes as well. But as a buyer's agent, I just came across with one buyer where it was a huge struggle to get her into a contract
I
because
remember.
either we just, they had already accepted an offer. We can't control that.
Right.
Or because it's in the lower numbers, we're getting the over asking or the cash again. They're coming in, and you just can't beat that if you are in different categories of like your buying power. So
Right.
it is it in that situation it is what it is. But that was really hard for that client because it got really frustrating. And I was like, I get it.
It was
I'm
discouraging
frustrating. Yeah, I'm discouraged
her.
for you.
Yeah.
It's just I just am always in shock. Like, I'm just always amazed at how the market can change within a month.
Yeah.
Like last year, it was like a roller coaster. And then for this year, for me, it started out a little bit slower, and it looks like it's going to kind of get a little bit busier for me as the year comes to another end, which is fine. But it's been interesting.
And that's what I always like about you is that when a client gets to that point, 2, 3 offers in, they're not getting accepted, and you and I are both hearing the same kind of verbiage from them, like, oh, this is really hard. I didn't realize it was going to be so hard. You kept going with her, and
that's part of my role. Like, that's and I'm not going to just be like, yeah, it sucks. Like, talk to you later.
Yeah.
No, like, I'm going to be in that with you because just because it's not my home, I'm helping you, right? Again, one of the biggest purchases you'll make as a person, like, in your life. And so I don't take that lightly. I'm not just like, oh, it's fine. You'll be fine. Get over it.
Right. Let's just keep going.
No, like, you loved this house. Like, you walk in, and if you can see yourself in a house, that's why you're going to put an offer in. So if you can't get it, that's sad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, like, back to, like, the interest rate and, like, the best time to buy my current buyer, we're in the countering process of getting into
Seller
contract,
concession.
hopefully.
Yeah.
And so, like, we put an offer in, they countered. So they want more money. And now we countered with just a little bit more than our original offer. And I said, are you okay if they say no? Like, that's what I like to say. Because just because you're offering a little bit more, they could still say no.
Right.
So are you going to, like, be mad and, like, give up? And he was like, no, it's fine. He goes, I'm thinking that, we probably should have bought a house a while ago. And I was like, yeah, like, or he said his brother-in-law bought a house a couple years ago. And I was like, yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to say, should have bought a house a couple years ago. That's easy. But his response was, I should have bought a house 20 years ago. And I was like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah. Like, yeah. When homes were like
an
1/8 of the price that they are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it was just
well, we always have that phrase in our industry is like, when was the best time to buy a house was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, 5 years ago.
So that's why I think I put that out there is please don't try to focus on the interest rate. Focus on you don't have that huge competitive market. If you're scared, other people are scared.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's scary, you work with us and we're going to help get you there.
Right.
And refinance later.
Mm-hmm.
Like get the lower interest rate.
We can't foresee the future.
Right.
We don't have, a crystal ball telling us like, no. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, according to my comment,
apparently you're high.
I
if
must
you can
be
see
high.
what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
But the only reason you're saying that kind of a comment is because not that his comment, but like what he's commenting to is you personally have history of how the market's been and your experience as a lender,
right?
Where people have a higher rate. Chances are, what you have seen is that people come in, they refinance because the rate drops and then they get a better payment.
Exactly.
That's just the trend. So
over the history
it's fair enough
of mortgages
to say that that's possibly going to happen again.
Absolutely.
You're not saying guarantee it.
No, I'm not
handshake
saying
it. I
guarantee.
Promise it's going to happen. You're just saying from my experience. So for someone to say it like that, they took it out of context.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers don't lie. I told this to someone just the other day, and I've been in the financial world since 2005. So I've lived through the crash.
You really have.
I really have.
Yeah.
I've been in, not as a realtor, but in the banking.
But you're on the other end.
I'm on the other end. I'm on the money end. And guess who was to blame? It was mortgage.
Right.
So that was a really hard role to be blamed for that. When, okay, me personally, I'm not the one that makes the rules. I don't make the laws.
Yeah, you were just doing your
I was
job
just doing my job
in that field
right
at that time.
And, yeah, we made a ton of money and no one was looking. And so what happened on this go round where it's nice to not be blamed. Like, this isn't our fault that, interest rates are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
But in saying that, I have, and this is what I told this young lady, I have never, not once, met anyone who has their original mortgage that they got 29 and a half years ago. I have never met someone that has had a mortgage for 20 years, the exact same mortgage with the same rate and the same payment. I have never met that person, ever.
I would have never thought of that.
Never. Maybe, decades ago, you would actually use that 30-year mortgage, but statistically, the numbers don't lie. You're going to refinance.
Yeah, or you sold.
Or you sell. Right.
Something happens and you just don't have the house anymore.
If you could just focus on the payment, can I afford the payment? Can I still live a life?
My biggest thing is, what payment do you want to pay? Okay, great. This is your price range. Let's see if we can find anything in that price range.
Right.
That's the reality of it.
Yeah. So, okay. There's something else that Andy and I tried last week.
Oh boy.
That I wanted to try with you before we wrap up. Okay, this is pass or smash. Okay, you ready? Yvonne.
Sure.
You have received a letter, a pre-qualified letter from a bank in North Dakota for a new buyer. Pass or smash? I'm supposed to be faster than this.
Smash.
Okay. You have a listing appointment that is over 100 miles away.
Pass. Did you see my face? I was like, ew.
A referral from a TikTok realtor in West Virginia for a VA buyer.
But I work here. I would refer that out. Smash.
No.
What?
Okay, a referral. You got a referral from a TikTok realtor in West Virginia.
For here. Oh, smash.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Give me the referrals. Sorry. I was like, I don't work there.
Okay, so this is on my notes, and I was like 11 o'clock at night. Like, oh my God, these are going to be so fun.
And I'm like, what do you mean?
Okay, a buyer who's a no-show for your confirmed appointment.
Oh, pass. I already had that. Not happening again.
100 calls in with only voicemails from your internet.
Pass.
100.
Pass.
You get a call from Jaimie Booth that the appraisal came in at value with no repairs.
Smash. I'll sing that to you. Smash.
Smash. You have a buyer pulling up to the title company on signing day in a new truck.
Oh my God. Cry? Pass. Oh my God. I'd be like, please tell me that's a rental. Please tell me that's your friend's car. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hard pass.
I'd be like, I don't know who this person
You'd be
is.
like, Jaimie, something just happened.
Pass.
Well,
that was fun.
Thank you. We had fun doing that last time. It was all about mortgages. So.
I bet Andy was just cracking up.
I miss her being on the show. Andy, you need to be on the show more
Andy.
with us. We miss you.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Anywho, again, thank you so much to Yvonne O'Neill, licensed realtor in Southern Arizona, for joining us on My Favorite Mortgage podcast because, we do want to connect with buyers and sellers in the real estate market in Arizona. Just let you know that there's some really cool, fun people that have your back.
Jaimie and I are super fun. Please let us be your team, okay?
Let us be your new best friend.
Yes, besties.
When you get under contract, you're going to be so sick of me.
We're going to block our numbers after the transaction. Like,
prepare.
Can't do this.
Prepare for the daily phone calls.
No, I'm just kidding. We're super fun. We won't annoy you that much. But we will know where you live, so.
Oh, I'll know everything about you.
I was laughing about how we were talking about getting pre-qualified and how people would like redact their information from their bank statements.
Yeah.
Oh, I was dying. Y'all need to listen to that episode. It was so funny.
I will know everything about
Jaimie does
you.
know way more than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, doesn't get shared. No, stop it. I am trustworthy.
Why are we laughing
don't
when
know.
you say that?
I don't
This
know.
is true.
Because
Okay.
Mark's over
Probably
there
because
laughing,
Mark
and
is
he's
making us
turning-
die right
he's
now.
spinning his chair like I can't even watch these two.
Oh, man.
So yes, please follow, like us, rate us.
Call us.
If you have any stories, success stories, crazy stories that you want to share with us, we'd love to be able to answer your questions.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
A good Q&A. There's a lot of questions out there.
Oh, that'd be fun. Let's do
yeah.
a Q&A sometime.
Okay.
People
Yeah.
put your questions out there.
So
that'd be super
any
fun.
buying, selling questions, myfavemortgage@gmail.com.
Yep. Any question. Don't think, oh, I can't ask this. Any question.
Right. And you can remain anonymous. It's
Yeah.
not like, until I take your application and get everything.
Until I need your social and your date of birth. I'm just kidding.
And your children and your bank statements. And, your DNA.
It's like all but the DNA. Man.
So, anywho, yes, you can follow us on Instagram,
TikTok, Facebook.
just
Yeah.
about anywhere. I'm Jaimie Booth.
You can Google me. I'm Yvonne O'Neill.
Yvonne O'Neill. So thank you again for joining with us.
This was fun.
This was fun, and we're gonna just go smash on some new buyers.
Yes.
If that's politically correct, I don't know.
Mark says nope.
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 Okay. Well, if you're a new buyer, you're smash for us. I don't know what. How do you say it?
You're making me have my wheezy laugh now. Oh my gosh. Love it.
I'm gonna have to go call my Gen
This
Z.
was fun.
No, what is Caitlin? She's Gen Z or
Probably.
millennial?
No,
27.
I don't know.
She millennial? 27?
Gen Z.
I'm gonna have to call her to find out how do I say
Oh
this
gosh, she's gonna be like,
correctly.
Mom, please tell me you didn't say that on your podcast.
Oh,
She'll
she
be like,
is.
I did. I said it a lot.
UrbanDictionary.com.
Oh no, that's the worst one.
Okay, we're
Anyway.
sidetracked. Anyway, don't want to take up too much of your time, but thank you again. We'll see you next time on My Favorite Mortgage.
Have a nice one. Bye.
That
was hysterical.
Know.
Why do I smash me